a university, the major metropolitan city, had a physics professor who created a speech. It was one of the most innovative speeches on physics in his field. And as a point of such, he was invited to several distinct areas around the major city to give speeches about this theory of physics he had. It paid him so much that he was able to have a limo and a limo driver for every time he went to give a speech. About 7 or 8 times into this, the limo driver was just making general conversation. They had become friends by this point, and said, you know, I've heard that speech so many times. I bet you I could give that speech and nobody would know the difference between us. He says, I'll take that bet. Next, we'll bet dinner tonight. If they can tell the difference between me and you, I'll buy you dinner. We'll switch clothes and I'll sit in the back of the room and be your limo driver. And so they do this. They change clothes in the limo before they get out at the next appointment. And the limo driver is completely up to task. He gives the speech perfectly. Every pause, every variety of language. He hits every single point and does it so perfectly, there's a standing ovation. But then one person gets up and says, wait a minute, I have a question about how your theory relates to string theory and the works of Monocopolis. And his question takes about 1.5 minutes to answer, to get out. And the limo driver thinks a second and says, you know, that's the easiest question I've ever heard on this topic. It's so easy. I'm going to have my limo driver come up and tell you all about it.